7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again.
Finally take
episode, take 100. Episode number 50. Boy, 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, boy.
2 more weeks.
What's up?
We'll be a year.
Oh yeah.
But do you pay attention to anything on the show?
No,
Probably not.
I'm here.
Sad. Absolutely
Probably
sad.
not. Shout out to everybody that's
show
out
up.
there watching on the Facebook Live. Shout out to everybody watching on the YouTube. What else we on, y'all?
All the iTunes,
We on iTunes,
Google Play,
Stitcher.
Castbox, Podbean,
TuneIn.
Spotify.
I found us on another app that do
What?
podcasts the other day, and I ain't never heard of it. And I was like, oh, we on this too? By the way, we are 5-star rated on iTunes.
Appreciate everybody that's
holla at your
rating
boy.
us.
All 8 ratings.
Everybody on the on the Twitter
right,
reaching
boy.
out.
That's a
Appreciate everybody
handful,
on the
boy.
Instagram.
I
giving y'all
challenge you to
2
listen
cents.
and not like it.
Hey, who them niggas that rated us though? You know any of them niggas?
No.
No, they're from Twitter.
Shout out.
Shout out to them cats. If you want to holler at us, we are on Podcast at gmail.com. We are on Twitter at Pod. We are on Instagram at Podcast. And we also on Facebook, so you can watch the live stream, or YouTube, so you can watch the live stream back or whatever.
All our fans, really fans are watching. Email us and we'll send y'all all a complimentary pair of our draws. Souvenirs.
Complimentary pair of your drawers.
Shout out to the gantry. We
All
got
clean.
Ken
No,
Dog,
they want them clean.
Oh my God. Skid
former
marks and
guest
all.
host Erica, D, and Marcus, and then intern Stephanie just came down. So the gantry deep. Me and Marcus was just talking about Instagram and how these chicks got this come up off Instagram or whatever. And it's funny because you was talking about selling your draws. Some of them chicks, they sell their draws on Instagram.
Oh, they hustling.
They be like the first 10,000 whatever. I'm gonna pick a person and send my draws to my worn draws.
Whoa.
That's what D.
They go.
D say that's disgusting. So for
You
all you
smell it.
cats out there
You
that's
smell it.
listening, paying for draws, D think you're nasty. I say if you want to pay for draws, pay for some clean, fresh draws.
Why would you? If I'm gonna get
I'm gonna buy-
if I'm gonna get
visually by the
Rihanna
fact.
draws, I don't want the clean fresh. I want the one fresh off her ass off stage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
you gonna
true.
do?
That's what them cats do.
you
They
gonna do?
like
Huh?
What you gonna
worn,
do?
but I don't
That's a
want
dumb
sweaty
question,
stank
dumb question.
draws. I don't think I pay for no worn draws, y'all. I don't think I'm paying for
Why
that.
would- if it's Rihanna draw, you might as well go get some draws out the store.
What's the show? Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Remember they was selling the panties, supposed to be worn panties from jail people,
Oh.
but they was putting tuna fish juice on it.
That's gross.
That's hilarious.
That's
boy.
beyond disgusting.
That's hilarious.
Well, really.
Tank, how you feel, brother?
I'm all right. I'm thinking about Riri draws and that's in a good place mentally.
Brittany, how you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad we finally got on tonight. You know, niggas can't be on time.
This nigga here.
Brittany barely on time.
And listen,
on.
but don't matter. I'm still here on time. Hungry than a motherfucker.
Brittany is upset because we not on time ever.
No,
But-
no. Because I'm the latest motherfucker you probably ever
It's
come
in our
across in your
genes.
entire
It's-
goddamn
yeah.
life.
And
I'm
plus,
like,
if you're a part of the show, then you already know that we never on time.
we never on time though.
Ever.
It's okay.
But you know what? We always on time on your podcast provider.
Hey,
That's what's up.
shout out.
What y'all want to talk about first? College thing,
Talk
since
about
ain't
it.
nobody else.
Let's talk about the college
about that
thing.
school
Let's talk
shit.
about the white privilege.
So it was a
and college
scandal.
thing. Scandal.
That the FBI came out. They did an investigation and found out that all of these colleges, there's a whole bunch of them on the list, had been admitting people based on payouts, like fake videos saying that they athletes when they not.
Right.
Basically, they've been greasing the palms of the
SAT
college to let
scores are high.
to let they non-smart, non-athletic white kids in the school. So it's a whole it's a whole backlash on this.
Rich niggas could do it
But they've
too.
been doing that shit for so long.
It's possible.
Here's the thing.
It's possible for rich niggas to do it too. So.
But you know, that's my thing. I don't get the whole thing in general because I thought that's how college worked. That's what we done brought college to, was you get money, you get in.
Yeah.
Because usually you just buy a building or donate to a building,
But that's
and then
not
they
enough
let your
now.
kid
It
in.
seems like that's not enough nowadays.
Well, damn, what they want you to do? You know how much a building costs?
Exactly what they're doing now. So they're giving donations, quotation marks.
Right.
They're giving donations of 50, 60, 70, 100, $500,000 for my child to get in. Fuck his SAT scores. Fuck his GPA. Fuck the fact that he ain't never bounced a ball in his damn life. But I want them to go to this school. This school because
The
it's
crime
prestigious.
is, though, they getting in on scholarships.
Well, not just that.
It's
though.
not scholarships. Though. I mean,
Not
it's
just
fictitious.
that. They also cheating on the SAT
T's,
scores.
yeah.
SAT scores, but
They ain't even taking
But
none of the classes.
you have those who have scored. It was one of the case in was a girl in Florida who her SAT score was high. And when her SAT score was very high, she had to hire a lawyer just to prove that those were her actual SAT scores and that she did not cheat.
What's the nigga who had the check? He
she was black.
he had got a new job and he was cashing his first check at the bank, and they said this fake, and they made him stay there while the police came.
I don't know the nigga name.
And the
I know
nigga,
you're talking
you know what I'm
about,
talking about?
Yeah, I
And then it
remember
turns
what
out the
you're
check wasn't nothing but for one stike, $1,000.
Right.
A nigga can't cash $1,000 check without them saying that shit ain't real. But they letting these kids put fake heads on videos. I heard it was a video for these girls to get into USC as track athletes on a scholarship, but they ain't never run track in high school.
Never.
So they took a video of other girls in their high school running track and superimposed their head on top of it. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, bro.
But it speaks to the fact that they will do anything just so their kids can get into these particular colleges that hold some type of weight with their name to look good. You have one of the stars, Full House Aunt Becky.
What's
kids didn't
her
even
name?
want to go to
Becky.
school.
Lori something?
Lori Laughlin, I think it
Yeah.
is. Her kids didn't want to go to school.
You think that
She cute. She cute and dumb.
D say she cute.
That
Cute and dumb,
raggedy
okay?
bitch. Look,
Becky going to jail.
Aunt Becky going to jail. We
You on
hope.
the Facebook?
Yes.
hey,
If you want to add to the show real quick on Facebook, I know Slim had hit us up last week and said why we don't answer questions. Brittany do have the Facebook live going.
Yeah,
this
I'm on
week.
the. Yeah.
So
no,
if you live right now on the Facebook, we can talk to you back and forth. But yeah, Aunt Becky going to jail, big dog.
but I ain't got no problem with the hustle. I don't really.
The hustle of what?
Them paying to get their jits
I
to
do.
go to that school. I don't really give a fuck because I ain't no telling. I might do the shit too if I had the money. But my problem is when it's the bitch and they give the niggas who do less. They want to throw them niggas in jail and shit or whatever. These crackers ain't going to jail for this
But
shit.
my thing
Slap on
is,
the
it's the
wrist.
funny part though that not one of these white kids had to prove anything, or the proof was so small, or it was easy to be manipulated. However, a black person who gets the merits, who does the hard work and all the other stuff, won't even get considered. Won't even get considered because they don't have. It's not even the money behind their name; it's what they look like.
What presidential candidate talking about affirmative action? They been trying to get rid of that shit for the past.
I know Trump want to get rid of it. It was in one of the bills he wrote that got
This
rejected.
is why affirmative action can't be getting rid of because you
Exactly.
got them rich motherfuckers.
That's why I said I have a problem with it because this
I don't hate. You can't have a
this
problem.
is why we
Stop being a
still
hater all
this
your
is
life.
why we still need affirmative action.
Broke bastard.
But you know, I was looking into this before we got on the thing. You know that Harvard lets in more legacy children per year than they let in new black kids. So Harvard accepts more people into Harvard that their parents went to Harvard per year than they accept black kids coming into Harvard. That's crazy. If any other school had that stat, people would freak out.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right. But again, it's Harvard. It's the prestige behind the name, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing too about we saying it's okay.
It's
that
not okay.
It's okay that these niggas got money, so they pay their money and get their
But
kids
it's
in.
been going on
That's
for
not
so
okay.
long. The issue is that they got caught.
I ain't saying that
And
it's
even,
okay.
even then, they got caught on a federal level. Honestly, they've been doing it for so long, they get caught federally. This wouldn't be an issue.
You're right, because that's how the game goes. What you
Right.
saying,
Lori
Cuz?
Laughlin would, Aunt Becky would still be Aunt Becky. She wouldn't lose Hallmark endorsements.
When I say I ain't got a problem with that, I don't mean I'm saying that it's right. I just understand the hustle. This how the system is set up. Everybody gonna try to play the game or whatever. And if you get caught, then you get
See, that's what I'm
fucked.
saying. So what this gonna lead to? Because for me, I feel like this should be the crack in the dough that we need to kick it all the way open so we can get rid of this pay for college bullshit.
And so what you're saying is the post-secondary education be free.
Yeah.
From a public standpoint, not a
Because
private
it should be about the merits or your want of achievement, not about how
But
fat your daddy pockets is.
In that same conversation, though, would you say then will these schools have to accept those who apply and qualify, or will they still be able to pick and choose?
You can still. It's so many colleges. You can still pick and choose.
But it's so many colleges, right? But it's not a whole lot of colleges that people like that hold that prestige behind their name that people want to get into.
The prestige thing will drop down if we stop paying for college. Prestige comes from the amount of money that a college costs. If I go to FSCJ, Florida State Community College
it's
of
still
Jacksonville,
going to be standards to get
It's a
into certain schools.
right,
I agree
So
with
it's still
you.
gonna be prestige.
But listen to what I'm saying, though.
What you saying?
If I go to FSCJ
Yeah.
and I get a degree in general education,
Right.
and if I go to Harvard and get a degree in general education, I have a degree in general education.
No,
Right,
no, no,
I
no, no.
The
know.
prestige that's attached to the Harvard
wait.
With the
degree
name.
is with the name.
No, no,
but
no.
what I'm saying is
No,
that
no, no.
name prestige would come down if Harvard didn't
I don't
cost
think so.
$100,000 a year more than FSCJ.
I'll tell you why.
But you
it
can
ain't-
still get the same jobs
I'll
with
tell you-
either one.
I'll tell you why it ain't gonna come
I
down.
think you'll get paid more money.
Because it ain't gonna come down because if it's harder to get, it don't matter if they cost the same. It's harder to get in the hill because they have certain grades and certain levels that you need to get. Anybody could go to FCCJ, but you
FSCJ?
need whatever that shit called, that community college shit. But you got to have a certain GPA and all that shit to get into Harvard. So it ain't. It's gonna hold different weights. still.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's take something like Harvard versus University of Florida. Harvard is still more prestigious.
Yeah, it's still
so that's going to
prestigious.
come down and equal out. It's still going to come down and equal out in some
It ain't
way.
gonna be equal because it still got the name of Harvard and Yale. It still hold weight.
Princeton,
It hold
Cornell.
weight.
But it hold weight now. You
Even if you get rid of the shit,
I don't
because
think it will
it's-
not because of that, because of the legacy that's been built up behind it. It's gonna take forever,
Not even
regardless.
that.
If,
Just 'cause
if you take the amount away from it, it's still gonna have some level of
Ivy
prestige.
League is Ivy League.
because everybody
I
not
agree
going
with
there.
that. Ivy
Absolutely.
League is Ivy League. But once you take away the prestige of the money,
But how you get in though?
then the prestige.
But how do you get into school?
That's what I'm saying. Once you take away the money aspect of
Yeah.
it and the exclusivity of it,
Yeah.
or whatever, then it's gonna be on the merits. So the prestige they would get is earned. So I wouldn't even care. That's earned prestige. If your daddy got $150,000 and my daddy got $150, and I'm a better student than you, you get the prestigious college because you have more money. That's not earned prestige. But if you take away the money aspect of it and you just study harder than me so you get accepted in, you earned that prestige. So I'm not mad at that.
Well, that's all I'm saying. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still gonna be.
I'm not
what
mad
are
at
we talking
that.
about? God damn it.
I'm not mad at that.
Circles.
But if that's what I'm saying, like we gotta do something about it though. Like the fact that nobody
Nah.
really give a fuck about this is crazy.
I don't look. I care more about because it is.
I care because you have those who probably did everything they needed to do to get into these colleges, but got booted off the list because you was able to pay.
Yeah, I know.
Pay
It's-
Well, they suing the hell out of all these
$150,000
colleges.
more than I can.
USC might not even
I know,
survive.
it's
You know,
They get
that,
sued so
I do
much.
give a fuck about
It's
that.
a cold
I do
world,
give
get
a
a
fuck about
sweater.
the fact that
Tank say it's cold world, get a sweater.
True, but I do give a fuck about
I disagree
the
with
fact that,
him, but yeah.
you know, if I could have paid for somebody to
Yeah.
tamper with my SAT scores, I might be in Florida State.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick.
You know, I don't know how is that possible?
how is this
about-
possible?
How is that possible?
Has a nigga ever taken the SAT? Anybody in here took the SAT?
I did a
Marcus
couple
ain't
times.
taking-
And
Y'all
they-
some
Well, the way that
non-schooling
they-
ass
the-
niggas.
the-
Erica, you took the SAT?
the fuck I'm.
Where did you take the SAT at? At school. But wasn't it like you had a Scantron, you had to sit at the table, it was a state person,
No.
not
yeah,
a
I
school
took mine
person
at
in there?
I took mine at FCCJ. I think I did, or FCCJ or UNF.
Was it on
No.
the computer?
But see, this
no,
what
it wasn't on
happened.
the computer.
But it was a Scantron.
It was like a Scantron.
So how
This-
did
let me tell you.
and you had to sit. It was an actual. They gave number one. You could not go in there with nothing. Okay,
Right.
Nothing at all.
No.
Except they gave you pencil. They gave you a calculator. I think they gave you a calculator. Yeah. You had a scratch sheet of paper that they
You know why I
provided
wasn't on
for
the computer, Brittany? I just thought you old as fuck. Ain't
you. Yeah, I'm on
nobody young in here?
Right, because I'm just
Everybody
saying.
in here old.
But they
I
had
think
a
it's on the
prop there
computer
that
now.
you could not bring nothing in there. And at the end of the day, there's no way to cheat on the shit. And you had to turn in your scratch paper.
What they're paying for, they'll get a certain. I don't know what they call it, but they'll get them. They ain't got to go through the shit that the regular students do to take.
They
it.
will make they'll have somebody else take
Yeah,
it for
they'll have
them.
they'll have somebody in there while they taking it. Or
The
whatever.
ACT went on the computer for me either.
They skip past all that shit
Yeah.
or whatever, and they'll have somebody right
So
there
that
with
somebody
them.
will take it for them.
Yeah,
I want to know.
That's crazy as fuck.
But this my
I had to even show my ID for the shit, so I'm just trying to understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is deeper than that. Like, this a whole. That's why the FBI was involved. It's people from state education levels going to jail. It's all kinds of stuff. You can't fake the SAT without somebody from the state Department of Education helping you out.
But let me ask you.
Those scores are like, that's basically the same as voter fraud. Because it's so hard to fake a ballot, bro. To have a voter fraud ballot, it's the same thing.
As a matter of fact, my dad, he's blind. He gets an absentee ballot. Of course, his signature is going to change every time he signs, but I always tell him to get a stamp. Every time he does his vote and he sends it in, I guarantee they send him a verification thing that he has to sign because his signature does not match what they have on file.
Well,
all the time.
He need to move to North Carolina where the Republicans don't care about that shit and they just collect them absentee ballots and get their dog in the office.
Right, pretty much. Pretty much.
The parallel with the school shit though, like they paying to get something that they want, and the same thing that the politicians do. The lobby, that's like a private prison, back this candidate to push for harder laws or whatever, and then they pass laws and they lock more people up for the state, which give the private prison. It's all a Ponzi scheme.
Capitalism is perversive.
Or whatever shit. It don't have to be though.
You call me a commie.
It don't know. But I'm saying no. It don't have to be.
Do it have
Anything
to be?
can be perverse.
Do it have to be?
No, it don't.
No, it don't. Is it?
Why? Well, why is it? Is the question?
Because of the human element.
Because of human element.
But it's never gonna not be humans in the system. You want robots to run it?
No, the human element don't pay attention to what they need to. So what the fuck we gonna do about it?
I honestly think this whole school scandal thing is all tied. It's another example of white privilege, to be honest with you.
Of course it's white privilege.
It's another example of white privilege. And the white folks sit out here and say the white privilege ain't real. Here's your example. White
I don't know about that.
Here's one of
the
examples.
white privilege comes in.
It is.
Well, let me.
Are they what now?
They're in the process.
They're in the process of putting the case. We can't say they're being punished.
Yeah,
Shit just came out last
week.
Well, the white privilege part
Probably
comes
not.
in for me is when
probably have to pay a hefty fine.
That they're not gonna get punished for the shit.
They're gonna get their endorsements pulled, and that's about it.
But they're not gonna get punished for the shit.
They're not.
But
the part of a coach already got locked up, who was a black guy, who got locked up already for the situation.
But the part of it that's not white privilege or whatever is that anybody who rich could just pay them to get.
I don't think so. I think it's white rich people can do that. I don't think anybody who's rich.
I'm pretty sure Russell Simmons could give this whatever.
I agree with Tank on that.
Get Angela
money.
Simmons I think
money.
Russell Simmons would get punished though.
You, Jax Rogers, Anthony Rogers, whatever the fuck your name is
you
right
ain't
now.
got that money to do it.
Right. If you was a billionaire right now, but nobody knew the fuck you was, and you went and did the same shit, I guarantee you that shit would fly. But if people knew who you was out there. You was.
I will say,
with $1 billion, yes, you would.
I think for black people, I do think being rich or money equals things out, but I don't think it ends the white privilege because Henry Gates or who was the professor at Harvard walking in his house. They was like, "Nigga, you don't live here."
Oh yeah.
So
the white privilege, they're not gonna get punished, and that's white privilege.
Chris Rock posts every time on Twitter or Instagram when he get pulled over by the cops.
Do you mean lawfully punished or like?
We mean fairly punished, equally punished,
jail time.
Yeah, they not gonna. This is a huge scam,
right? It is.
This gonna be some slap on the wrist shit. People already, the chick from Full House. They put $1 million bond. She bond out. Her husband,
no problem.
Because her husband's part of. He bond out on his $1 million bond. Now,
the lady from Desperate Housewives or whatever that show.
Right, and just to show equal punishment
and her husband
or whatever. Usually, when some shit like this happen, if it's a white collar, because it's white collar crimes, right? If it's a white collar crime, they usually slap a no travel ban on a nigga.
Right.
They told Aunt Becky she still can travel anywhere. She just got to tell the judge where she going. That's white privilege.
Well, they did.
Hands down.
They did kick in them crack of dough like they was selling dope.
They didn't kick in the door.
I'm proud of that.
No,
they kicked that dough. Hell yeah.
Oh, good.
With guns.
Shout out to Trump.
That's why I said somebody
making the FBI kick all
might
those.
go to jail because
somebody going to jail.
The FBI, this wasn't no small time. This was like
an FBI federal case,
investigation.
He came in there like real.
I don't know
Chapo.
Who going to jail, but somebody going to jail. It might not be Aunt Becky though.
FBI always kicking those.
She too cute.
I don't think Aunt Becky cute.
No, did you see that
I'm
Hallmark pulled her
straight.
endorsement? Hallmark said they will not be working with her.
Whatever.
anymore.
She not even a celebrity for me, for
She's
real.
Aunt
That's
Becky.
my question. How these bitches that be on one sitcom don't even have the main role
Come
and
on.
stay rich?
Come on.
Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, ain't rich like
You
a
seen her
motherfucker.
story? That's a good point.
True.
Oh, her
Her
husband is
husband's
a
like
designer.
Massimo,
Okay, that's
some
her.
shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
That
for
still
them.
don't mean
But
she should be
A
famous.
lot of these
She
bitches
Aunt
that
Becky,
they
Full
just,
House.
they just stay
Everywhere
rich.
you look. No.
No.
And Full House was that shit back
Full
then.
House is one of the whitest, lamest sitcoms of all time.
You got it, dude.
I never got into that's awful. Never got into Full
Corny
House.
as shit.
Corny,
Wait a minute.
lame. I prefer Step by Step if I'm doing
Step by step.
It was a little raunchy.
white sitcoms. Golden Girls was grind. That was good. I like Boy Meets World,
Boy
That
Meets
was
World,
up to
Topanga,
pain. Them
and
lips
Corey.
are-
but you had
Always.
Topanga and the black girl on there.
But the friend, what was the friend name? What was it? What was the
black girl?
that lived in
Sean.
Sean. He was fine.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
But I like
Sean dated the black.
I
chick,
like my
though.
sitcoms like Moesha
Moesha, yeah.
or Family Matters.
But that shit you can relate to though, because a lot of shit they was going through was like, yeah, that's some nigga shit.
I don't get it. I'm
But
with
these white
Tank.
folks stay rich. Why?
Why you still rich? I'm
Why
with
you
Tank.
still rich,
What's
though?
the dude who played
They
the
get
Fonz from the
royalties.
Happy Days?
I
The
don't
dude,
know.
that nigga famous in the mud.
Ron-
That nigga had
Ron
one.
Fit?
Hey yo, whatever the Fonz
Oh,
do,
I
right?
love that.
He did that one thing for 10
What'd he
years,
do?
for 8. Hey, all right. That nigga 70 years old or whatever.
Called
Walking
good
around,
management and contracts.
walking around
and
with that
royalties.
same leather jacket on.
They
Yo, and then niggas be like, here's
negotiated a
$10,000.
royalty contract is what
Man,
they did. And
please.
as long as TV Land continue to play their shit, they gonna get paid. After dark.
I don't know, man. I'm with Tank. They be getting all kinds of extra roles and shit. What's the one show with the way they make fun of the nerd? Big Bang Theory.
That's my shit though.
Will Wheaton be on that bitch like a motherfucker. He is one of the most obscure and lamest Star Trek characters of all time. He's still living off of being Wesley Crusher from Star Trek.
And even on the Big Bang
On
Theory,
Big Bang
he's still
Theory.
considered Wesley Crusher
That's
from Star
retarded.
Trek. It's like it's
So bad at what you were saying.
Right, okay,
The
so-
solution to this shit, because this just because this shit not happened, they got caught. That don't mean
It don't mean it's
that don't
still
mean it's
happening.
gonna stop.
no,
Right.
it's been happening for a long time.
Right.
They just the motherfuckers that got caught up in the shit.
So what's the solution, Brittany? How we fix it?
Shit, go to our own colleges, I guess, for right now. I
Go
don't know.
to our
I
own
don't know.
colleges.
Like, I can't honestly. I don't have a way of fixing it. To be honest with you, I don't know how we could
It's the
fix
system. What we
How
gonna
we
do
gonna
about
fix
it?
it? The way to fix it to get money, you know.
You got to buck the
Fuck bitches
system.
get money. I don't know.
Fuck bitches get money. It's not how you fix
Well,
it.
you sound like you.
Yeah.
Well, you listen to that. That's what I say all the time.
That's
Fuck
not how
bitches
you
get
fix
money.
it.
Like I don't know how to
That's
fix
it.
that.
That's not how you fix
That was
it.
genius, Brittany.
You a
I'm
genius,
so
I'm
proud of
sorry.
you.
Fuck bitches get money is not how you fix it. Everybody out there in Brun Nation, fucking bitches and getting money is not gonna fix this
It
problem.
worked for
I
the
don't know.
Migos.
Right.
Let's get into it real quick. I think we should vote, change the system, and fix the system by demonetizing the system.
Well, first of
Higher
all, some
education
of these
shouldn't be
candidates-
monetized.
Candidates got to talk about
post-secondary
this
should
shit.
not be.
Yeah, candidates got to talk
But
about it.
my question is,
Demand
so
it
when
of
they-
your congressman.
Well, when people do talk about the whole, okay, let's make free public education for post secondary schooling or whatever case may be, it seems like when they get in office, you don't hear the conversation around it anymore.
It's just like
Guys,
Republicans talk about getting rid of abortion, and then when they get in office, they don't talk about it because it's a hard task.
why can't they take the blueprints of countries like what
Any country.
Well, first
Any
of all,
country,
America
Europe,
ain't taking the blueprint
England.
from no damn body. What
I'm just
are
saying
you?
who's already done it. Well, then if we say
America.
they need to take
Everybody
the
out there in
blueprint
Brun
about
Nation,
healthcare,
please
too.
send Tank a red "Make America Great Again" hat
Y'all
so we can
niggas
rock
don't
that
talk
bit
about-
Right.
during this
Talking
podcast.
about take a blueprint from. They better take a blueprint from us.
You sound like Uncle
So
Ruckus.
we can have, so they can also have fucked up, federally investigated college
Right,
entries.
as in-
Who the leaders of the
Motherfuckers
free
come over here-
world?
Motherfuckers come over here because they want to live the American dream.
Do niggas
And then
not,
they get over to this bitch and realize what the fuck was they thinking? Because there is no such thing as the American
do
dream.
niggas not
No, it
realize
is
that
American
this
dream,
is?
man. Don't
We
y'all
gonna
sleep.
segue into that. Hold on, but I just want to say this about the college thing, whatever.
I see you.
Do niggas not realize that this is propagating a caste system?
Yeah, I'm
so if
just
you
bullshit. I'm just bullshitting, by the way.
Yeah, I know you is.
Yeah.
But if you born into a person who went to Harvard that got money, then 90% of the time your kid is gonna keep that up and they're gonna continue it. You creating a caste system. The poor stay poor and the rich stay rich. You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
You gotta fix it.
Well, you ain't gotta fix it if you don't want to. If the people, the
That's
kings,
what's happening.
the kings don't want to fix shit for the peasants.
But ain't
it's
no
on the
kings.
peasants. The kings are the rich motherfuckers.
And see, that's
it's
the
on
thing.
the peasants
That's
to get
the
their
thing
shit
about
together.
We all are
America.
kings and queens.
Technically, and this your libertarian red blood bullshit.
What?
Technically, it ain't no kings. Everybody equal,
Everybody
allegedly.
equal, right. And
So
don't
it
say that.
shouldn't be no kings.
You
They're
ain't no-
libertarians.
everybody-
No, wait, don't
Kings and
put
queens,
just
all
because
kings and queens, remember?
y'all niggas label me a libertarian, and when you do that, you try to put everything that a libertarian says under me.
Well, that's your thought
Fuck them
process.
crackers.
Damn right I do.
Right. it's your
Somebody
thought.
got to represent them on this podcast.
right.
And it ain't gonna be my communist
I
ass.
ain't got shit to do with them peckerwoods.
Or I think Gerald still watching. Gerald, your Republican ass or whatever. That's their thing, right?
My
It's
nigga.
all equal, right? So if it's all equal, then it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be no kings keeping us rich or poor.
Who is you arguing this week? 'Cause I
don't know.
I think the kings are the ones who run the system.
Well, let's get
mean,
into the whole. So if the kings run the system and this propagates a caste system and it's harder to get higher education, what is an American dream for a black person? Because I don't think it is one.
Shit, yeah, it is.
I think
What's
they
that?
got lost in the sauce. I think.
What you think it is, Brandon? What's some American dream?
I think number one, I feel like as black people, just that ultimate freedom to have the autonomy to be black and not be penalized, ostracized, or even like fucking killed over being black. Number one,
I don't care about none of that shit. Keep going.
and just that,
Your dream's so different from mine. I don't care about none of that
you
shit.
know, like. To be honest, your dream, I feel like the American dream should be whatever you want to do and want to be in your head and be able to live that shit out without being penalized for what you look like. Period. So
like
whatever
that.
that is to you.
I like
that
that.
sounds utopia-ish.
I mean,
I like
and,
that.
I'm
and
with it,
I'm with the
but
utopia.
I
I
don't
am.
care
I
about
know
that
it's never
shit.
gonna come to fruition.
Like
Cuz, what you think
that.
black people American dream should be?
I ain't got no hope for none of you niggas.
Tell them.
All right,
Fuck them.
all,
Fuck all you niggas.
So all you can do individually is raise your kids to be better because we still fucked, and all you can do is
So what's your American? What is your dream?
Raise
What is
a-
your black? What is your American
American dream?
Yeah, to you. What does that mean to you? What is that to you,
You-
as a black man in
you-
America?
It's so much propaganda and negative shit that you're born into from where I'm from, as far as lower class, poor, black. It's obstacles that you don't even realize.
So
that
what
you
is
have
your
to,
dream?
But
You,
yeah,
I'm asking you. You going all around. What is your dream?
dream is to live a good life.
And what does that
That's
mean?
it. You asked me what my dream was. My dream is to live a good life, a happy life, and not have to worry about going to jail. That's it. I don't got to be rich. I don't have to this.
Right.
I don't have to have a big boat. All I
You don't
want
have.
to
You don't need
do,
land.
I
You don't
wanna
need
live
property.
like
all
a
I
rich
white picking
folk.
all I
fence.
want to do is be. All I want to do is be happy.
You want to be happy. Ultimate
That's
happy.
it. That's the American dream.
Tank American dream goes
Fuck
in
bitches get
line
money.
Mine.
with the great philosopher Pliers,
Pliers.
who once said in one of his similes, "I'm sick of this shit, dog. I'm tired of being broke.
Right.
I want to live like the rich folk.
Nah,
I want a house
that'd be
with the
nice.
big boat.
Yeah,
I
that
want to
would-
wake up one morning and gotta sell dope." Very true, Cedric. Very
Yeah.
true.
Cedric.
I mean, it'd be
Shout out to the philosopher Pliers.
It'll be nice.
Pliers.
It'll be nice
Pliers.
to be rich.
He up there with the great philosopher
know.
Lil Boosie.
Hey.
We praise philosopher Lil Boosie.
Everybody ain't gonna be
Homer.
rich.
You got Homer, you got Socrates, Plies, Lil Boosie.
And
I'm
that's
just
all you
saying.
need in life.
That's all you need.
That's all you need in life.
To me, I don't think niggas have an American dream. I don't think anybody do.
Be happy.
But wait,
What's wrong
I
with
say
you?
that because I don't feel like black people are American. So it's hard for me to have an American dream when I don't feel American in the first place.
Better
So
get
what
with
is
the
the black
program.
dream
Why?
then?
We
Right,
live here.
so what is the black dream?
To be American. To be accepted as American.
No.
We always
Black
talk
dream
about
is to be
shit.
accepted by white folks.
It's so
what you're
funny.
saying.
No.
What
No.
is he saying?
No.
So
Brittany?
white.
No.
So what is
No,
what
no,
is
no.
American?
Lost in the
I knew
sauce,
you,
boy.
I knew y'all niggas was gonna try it. Let's get hot
Lost
now.
in the sauce,
Let's get
boy.
hot now.
Who
I-
scooted
no.
back up in the chair?
That's not what I'm saying.
You said it.
You did.
No, because y'all are looking at it under the aspirations of America is white. I want to be American. So when you look at the flag, you see me too. That's what I'm saying. I want people to, when the niggas name off what is an American, how I look and what I'm a part of will identify as what is American or whatever. Because in England, I'm going to use a British person or whatever. In England or whatever, or you say what's British, Idris Elba identifies himself as a British person. And he feels like he's British. Even though his parents from Africa, and he was born in England,
Was
he
the
feels
accent at
British.
all?
He identifies as a British man. My family for generations have been over here longer than Ildrid's family has been in England, but I feel less a part of the country I was born into than he does.
Do you think that his country accept? Well, it's England, so I'm not sure. I don't think England accept black
You
people.
want to
like
say
you do. But do
Slim?
you
Yes,
think
they accept niggas more than
Well,
we
they
do.
say- okay,
Yes,
then, so that's
that's
why.
my point. That's what I want to be. I want to be American. I don't want it to be like, oh, I want to assimilate with the white people. No, I want what I am and what I represent to be
But do you
American.
think
Slim.
some people take misconstrue acceptance with assimilation? Like in
I
order
mean,
to be
you
accepted,
could.
you have
Y'all
to
niggas just
assimilate.
did.
But in order to
Sound
be
like the
accepted,
same
you do
thing
have
to
to
me,
assimilate.
guys.
You
I
do
don't
have to
really have it.
assimilate.
No, I don't want to assimilate. Go ahead. What you were saying,
I was
Slim?
just saying, Slim say, what we said with the American dream,
Right.
Being wealthy enough to live a full life and watch your kids grow.
But
Now,
why
what
does
else?
the dream have to
That ain't got nothing
equate
to do with being American. You know,
Why does it have to
something-
be?
hold
Why
on.
does it have to equate to money, though, or wealth?
Because that's what America about. What else is America about besides being rich?
Not even America.
But
That's
rich don't always
just
mean happy.
nature and
My
places
nigga,
in general.
America is literally a built capitalist society. Part of living in a capitalist society is amounting as much money and ownership as you
In
can.
any society, communist, socialist, whatever, you're gonna need enough
Right.
to be
Sustain
happy
and
and
watch your
Capitalism
kids
is
grow.
about amounting capital. Period.
If you
So
want to,
can't-
it's about freedom
But-
to.
when you
if
say
want
the
to.
American dream, part of America is money. Like that's what America is. It's capitalistic. So your dream,
But you don't have to be rich or whatever to
Or wealthy.
obtain a dream.
but you have to be well off.
you
you can't live
don't
your
even have to-
dream,
you
bro.
don't even have to be well off.
We talking about no.
We
We're
have
not
to-
talking
but you have to
about. We talking
define
about
the
the
difference between
American
wealth and-
dream,
But
not.
you don't have to define wealth, and you have to define being broke too.
So let me ask you something. Do you think somebody living in the Blodgett homes or whatever, they live in an American dream?
Nah, you below, you in poverty, motherfucker.
That's
Hell
what
no.
Okay, that's my point.
Well, you said well
So
off enough. Everybody
I ain't
has a
saying how
chance.
much money. I just said you
Okay,
need
well,
money.
let me say this: the American dream, everybody has a chance
person in
to
Blodgett-
at least live decent or whatever. Everybody had that chance.
The person in
whatever.
the Blodgett might be well off because they stand in the Blodgett, so they ain't paying that much for housing, so they stacking
Some
their damn
niggas is
bread and
straight
they
in the
happy
body.
Be
and
on
they
HUD,
straight.
What?
getting
What?
food stamps,
So
cash
what you gonna say, boy?
assistance,
Wait a minute.
and living the American dream.
Wait,
I'm not gonna
that's
let you
some
say
people's
that.
American dream, though.
No,
And
it
they
ain't.
taken care of
No,
so
it
they
ain't.
can stack their money.
Going back to last week.
No, that's
They
a
can stack their
socialist
money.
dream.
No, going back to last week.
And
Those
go
the
get the
ratchet
J's.
bitches.
And go get the J's.
The ratchet bitches is happy with that Section 8.
It don't matter if they're happy with it. That's not an American
What you
dream.
mean?
That, to them it is,
What's
though.
happy for them? If
That's
they
not-
happy, they good.
But that's
You are in
that's a
charge of your
personal
whole
dream.
happiness.
Nah,
Well, that's what we're
man,
talking
we
about, though, because the
about
black
it. Nah,
dream
that
and
ain't
American
what
dream
Ameri-
mean different things.
That's
to
not what
everybody.
America about, man. That's not what.
Why it's
America
not?
about.
It's
America-
don't know what this
about
boy talking
fucking
about. Now
bitches
you
and
done
getting money. That's what it's about.
If you fucking bitches and getting money, you need to be like. It's not about getting
That's
money
what it's
from
about.
the government. I'm not. That's not no.
Why not?
Well,
And I can take my hard money. I can take whatever little bit of money
So
I'm
wait,
getting. I'm
y'all say,
spiking.
wait
it.
before y'all
That's
go
their
down my
dream.
throat. Before y'all go, I'm finally the podcast got loud. Before y'all go down my throat,
Yeah,
let me
'cause
ask you
start off a
something.
little slow.
Can I say that? Oh, my American dream. If I would have sat up here and said when it got to me, I would have been like, I just want to live off yamps and
Yamps,
cash
yamps.
assistance or whatever. Y'all saying that's acceptable as an American dream?
It's acceptable to that person.
I don't give a fuck
But it's-
if what is acceptable. to
It
them.
might
I'm
be
talking
because
about,
you're
is it
getting over on the
acceptable to
government.
you? Is
You're
it
getting over on the
acceptable to you?
government. So absolutely, the government is paying
Nah,
for me to
fuck that.
live.
You can't put
and
our
I-
standards or
right, the
whatever.
government is paying for
I'm
me to
putting
live.
standards out.
And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I can stack my bread because I can eat and I got a place to stay. So all I gotta do is take care of my lights and whatever I'm driving, and then look fly as shit all the damn time. To a lot of people, that is the dream. The ultimate
So I'm
dream.
saying this: Diddy could buy a fucking yacht and whatever, and he got certain standards that I don't have. Now, are you saying everybody should have Diddy standards?
No,
Everybody.
that's not what I'm saying. But I'm
that's part
saying
of the dream,
everybody.
though.
I'm happy where I'm at.
Everybody.
Complacent.
That's why I say. See,
Complacency.
my American dream didn't include no wealth at all, or whatever, because I don't even want America
You
to be
ain't say what your
capitalist.
dream was. You
I
said-
said I just want to be accepted as an American.
Yeah, what the
Then
fuck
I
is
can
that?
have a dream. I don't know what an American is.
So you can't have a dream in America being black.
Martin Luther King.
I don't think so. Just like I don't think black
Why
people
not?
can serve in the military realistically, because when you serve in the
Good for that,
military as an African
Well,
American
I'm with
for
you there.
America,
Right.
you're serving white supremacy.
Well, you damn sure
Absolutely.
right.
Period,
I-
point
I
blank.
agree on that
So
one.
I can't have an American dream until I'm part of America. So you
Well,
right.
you ain't got to be a part of America
Shit.
to have a dream.
Shit.
Why you think you got to be part of America to
How
have a
can
dream?
I have an American dream when I don't feel American?
How can you live?
I don't
good-
know what that shit is.
So you said in America you can't have a happy life and be
That's
black.
not what I'm saying. You can have a dream. We're talking about the American dream. So when you talk about first of all, let's not get out
semantics.
We are
Playing
because it's a
semantics
podcast.
now.
That's what
All
we
right,
do.
well, now I see what
Let's
I see what you're doing.
That's what. Let's not get right.
I'm
Exactly.
not gonna go through all this crazy.
No,
Let's
no,
not
no,
get-
let's go through it. Let's go through the crazy
Let's
shit.
not get
Let's go
outside
there.
the parameters
Let's
of
take
what
them
we're
there.
talking about.
Okay, go
Usually,
on.
back in the day, Marcus had mentioned this earlier. The American dream was, 3 kids, good job, picket fence, White House, right? Or white picket fence house or whatever, yada yada.
Right.
That was the American dream, and it was something that
Apple
everybody in America could obtain based on being American. That's what make it American dream. I feel like the shit, I can't even look at it equally because if I say I want this and that or whatever, just going back to the college thing or whatever, I can't obtain the same shit that the white supremacists are obtaining in America.
You can.
So until that's equaled out, I can't say I have a dream,
you
nor
can.
do I feel American to have
I
one.
mean, everybody can't, but there's some niggas that.
I
can.
tell you a dream I got, blow this bitch up.
Blow up.
Not in a terrorist
See,
way,
that's what-
NSA.
But see,
The system, the whole thing.
but that's what every time
Be
you have
specific.
every time you have a system or whatever, and everything.
NSA, I didn't mean with a bomb.
I'm
and
about to say, be
everything-
specific, sir.
Every time you have a system and everything is not going to be equal, it's always going to be anarchists at the bottom that says blow the shit up because they can't actually see the shit ever them getting to where the rich motherfuckers are. So they say, fuck it, blow it all up so we all be fucked up.
Damn right.
That's where the anarchists
That's
want.
what my socialist ass feel like.
I know, yeah. It's
No
always
other.
gonna be like that.
Stalin.
Whatever your system
Lenin.
is, it ain't
Whoa.
gonna be better if you get another system because then there's always gonna be people that achieve more. It's always gonna be, even if you don't have a system of white supremacy, it's always gonna be motherfuckers here and motherfuckers at the bottom.
How? I always look at it like this, and cuz you watch Star Trek. How do
What?
we get to that?
Boy, that's a goddamn show. I keep telling you, boy,
It
that's
don't
a
matter if
fantasy.
it's a show.
That shit ain't
It's
real.
possible. It's
I don't think
possible.
Pulled out of somebody's
Everything
brain, though.
start off as exactly.
So somebody
The
thought of it enough to
capitalistic
put it
America
into a-
started off on a piece of
You
paper
can
with
think of
somebody's
a lot of
brain.
shit. That don't mean that
fictitious-
it's feasible.
Shit.
I mean, it is
It can
feasible.
be,
It's
depending on how much
feasible.
thought you put behind it
You
and
can
how much
do
what
it, bro.
resources you use to back it
I
up.
don't think. I think
The
that's a
the
fairy
first
tale.
part of Star Trek is going to be the hardest part to achieve, which is a united Earth. Like everybody look at themselves as we all one Earth. That shit ain't never gonna happen because people are against globalism in the first place. People don't like globalism. How you feel about globalism, cuz? You for it or against it?
Yeah, I'm a nigga, man. Why should a nigga care?
If you
Why
globalize,
should a nigga be against globalism? Is the question. I don't
I'm
understand that.
actually gonna come back to that. Brittany, you for or against globalism?
I have no thoughts on it.
No thoughts on it. So when you say why should a nigga
haven't
care?
listened to it.
These hotep niggas, shout out Gary. These hotep niggas who super like all super woke and shit like that. They don't believe in globalization because they feel like it strips us of who we are. They strips us of our
But we've
culture.
already been
And
stripped.
What
that's-
culture?
Exactly. That's the fight
We
back.
winging it, nigga.
My nigga, let me tell you something.
Next week on the podcast, we're talking about globalism. We're gonna bring Gary on.
I just really could care less about like if the culture stripped down or what. I don't care. Like
We have to
we
establish
already
culture.
don't have none in the first place, so I can care less if my culture gets stripped down. Now them niggas in real Africa might be like, oh no, but you know something I looked up the other
They
day.
got their culture just because it's all
You don't
one
have an
global
identity to be
community.
able to say
doesn't
we
mean
can-
that you don't
mean
have
you're gonna
right.
lose your identity.
Globalization doesn't mean right. Exactly.
Everybody get a seat to the table.
But you know that's how they got with Brexit right now. In England, they going through this Brexit debate on should England leave the EU. And part of why they want to leave the EU is all the British people is like, we not British no more. We just European. We don't want to be European. We want to be British. But nobody in America, they don't realize nobody in America sit down and be like, well, you know, England don't exist no more. It's the EU. Every country in Europe, we still call individually by name,
Right.
and we still talk about them individually with the culture they marriage. Don't nobody ever be like, yeah, man, you know, Germany and Italy the same.
No.
But that's what they feel like in England right now, that you calling England the same as Germany. No, we not. We not stupid.
No.
And plus, y'all need it because y'all need a stronger trade agreement. The reason why the EU got started is so they could compete with America because they don't have everybody don't have the resources. Pool your resources, you have more power. Strength in numbers.
Facts.
So if we pool our resources as a world, as a globe, we'll have more power.
But niggas say
More
it's
power
going to
against-
strip.
It's gonna strip niggas of niggas.
What, now, are they talking about
I know.
African or are they talking about in American?
They're talking about
niggas?
all black people from Africa to the sea, the shining sea.
Well, if you listen to them long enough, you will get convinced that crackers is out to kill us.
But yeah,
a
hotels,
hard- it's
hotels again. Hotels.
It's hard to argue against it. Goddamn
It
it!
is.
Every
It is
day
very
I
much
feel
so.
like they trying
What
to
you
take
said
us out.
last
Very
night,
much
Squishy E? What Squishy E said last night? Well, I don't give a damn. They out here taking away. But you ever heard of earwig? Like the bug that climb in your
Yeah.
ear and it start fucking with you going to your brain?
Yeah.
That's how hotels is. They
They
little
was-
earwigs.
They was out there on 8th and Myrtle last night, I think, preaching.
Was it a
On corner.
hotel or was it the
They had
Nation
a-
of Islam
No,
niggas?
no,
Or
it
was
wasn't
it the
Nation of Islam.
15 percenters or the 1 percenters?
These they had purple on. I think it's.
Oh, that's the what the meal called the 1 percenters?
Oh, those are
5 percent.
Those are Israelites. Those
Yeah,
are-
that's
the
black Israelites.
Black
Niggas who
Israelites.
think that we from Israel.
That's a whole nother. That was a big laugh.
There's a whole bunch of niggas on here right now that
Israel-
listen every week, and they black Israelites, and it was like, my brother, fuck this show. I'm gone, my brother.
Y'all don't know what.
Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all have to understand that the man is the tan is the plan.
Man, it's 10 is the plan, huh?
But fuck that shit, man.
My child's father is a Hebrew Israelite now.
He a
in jail-
Hebrew
He in
Israelite.
jail, so I mean. those
Oh yeah,
guys-
niggas love getting woke in jail.
Right, because they ain't going nowhere.
That's I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't know, bro. I just
the
feel
American
like,
dream.
yeah, I just feel like whatever. Well, it's all just
So the
talking
American
points
dream. You
anyways.
talking about the picket fence before,
Right, it was white picket fence,
Well, what
2
is it
kids,
now?
a house,
The American
whatever.
dream now, not for niggas, just the American dream.
Apple
What
pie.
is it? Apple pie.
Just
No.
American is apple pie and baseball.
Shut your ass up, bro, man. God damn it.
Just say.
Y'all give me a minute. I
what they
gotta
say, that's
read
what
through
they say.
Britney bullshit. I ain't even got a hazmat suit on.
The other day, Brittany, you be passionate
That's a
about
good question though,
bullshit.
cuz I
What
think
is
the
the
American
American
dream right now
MAGA.
for make America great again.
White
Man,
supremacy.
It's
shit
white
was never great
supremacy.
in the first
Build a
place.
wall.
Do you think the American dream
Fuck
is
that
white
goddamn
supremacy?
wall.
Because
Yeah.
I do think that. I think it's the purification of America.
It is.
And by that, I mean making it super
White.
white. Yeah, the purification of America. And I think they all want to be millionaires. Because that's why poor people vote for Republicans. Because when I get my money, I don't want you taking it. I don't want you taking it. So, yeah, that might be it, bro. Make America great again. But when you ever ask one of them, make America great again, motherfuckers,
What
when was
does that
America
mean?
great?
Well,
They always say
well,
1950. I'm like, for who?
Right. Y'all still was
They
trying to hang
always
my
say
ass.
They
they
said 1950.
they
That's what they
always say that, bro. I've asked over 30 Make America Great Again people.
They be like, you niggas was happy.
I've
then.
never heard a white person say any other decade than the 50s.
Wow.
You know why? Because it was before integration.
And it was right
And
after
it was
the depression.
It was right after. It was right when we just came out of World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and it's considered the greatest generation to them and all that. That's what they're called, or whatever. And the baby boomers and all that. And it's all that Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffin show shit. They love that shit.
Yes, they do.
Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffin. That's they shit.
Yes,
Man,
they
y'all crackers trash. Man. What the fuck? Yeah.
Tim joined. Hey, Tim.
Oh, tell him Coon Sonova on
Make
there.
America great again. America was great when we had Bill Clinton and Jodeci and R. Kelly and Tupac.
Oh man.
When was this? 1995.
90s, huh?
I love
95 was a good year. 94 was a good year, too.
94, 95 was a good year.
Was good years.
My
Yeah, it was.
favorite R.
After Pop
Kelly.
died, the shit went to hell.
My favorite R. Kelly quote now is, "Y'all killing me with this, man. Sick of this, man. You gotta hear the Jamaican version of
That shit is so funny.
That's why they come around mine. Shit. You know what they said? I seen that thing. That shit is hilarious,
Yeah.
bro. That shit is hilarious. What else we was gonna talk
R.
about?
Kelly going to jail. No, we were going to talk about. You want to talk about the shit in New Zealand? shooting
Oh
up the mosque.
yeah.
That's what you want to talk
Any
about.
of y'all niggas care about that out there, bruh
Bruh
Nation?
Nation? Anybody care about the
No.
New Zealand shooting? That's actually what I was gonna ask. What about y'all niggas? Do any one of y'all niggas care about the fact that a dude with a MAGA hat shot up a mosque in New Zealand?
No. I mean, sad for anybody to lose their life, but do I care about
See,
it?
There's a whole bunch of fuck shit going on in Africa all the motherfucking time.
But we care
why
about
I'm
New
gonna give a
Zealand.
fuck about? I can't give a fuck about the world. I'm over here in Duval County, baby.
Facts.
You know why
Goddamn
it's a
it.
story though?
Facts.
It's because it's the reverse. It's just like how Fox wait on a liberal person to do some crazy
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
to
yeah.
them. it's the reverse. Now the liberal media feel like we got one.
Mm-hmm.
We got one. They gonna run with it, right? But you're right. The shit happened to Boko Haram and all that shit all the time. Somalia, all that. I think too, something you got to look at is the New Zealand thing don't resonate with black people that much because black people really fucked up real bad. Like niggas fucked up so bad that I know a bunch of niggas that was like during 9/11, like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's a cold world. Better get a sweater.
because niggas so like you gotta really think about that. America is so fucked up for niggas that it's hard to shed a tear for 3,000 people.
I don't think it's fucked up.
I think 9/11 was fucked up, y'all.
No, I
Wait,
think that was
wait.
fucked up. I don't think niggas are fucked up. I think niggas are numb.
Wait, 9/11, right?
I think it's numb. I think
Go
it's
ahead
numb.
with 9/11, Cole.
You think I'm
Oh, we about to go off the rails,
There
y'all.
you go.
This is great. We needed 15 more minutes of show, and we about to go off the rails. 9/11, what, Cole?
Now, how did you feel when the plane hit the building? The second one, you saw it live, right?
I saw
At
the
school.
school.
I was at school. I was.
You saw it live?
No, I was in
You didn't
gym
see it
when it
live.
happened. I heard about it
You
when
was
I
in
got to
jail.
my.
What the fuck you did?
I was in gym.
Oh.
Gym
Boy, I
class
thought
1
you
and
said
2 and 3
jail.
and 2.
I thought you were fucked
Don't make
up
fun of
out
my
there.
accent. Don't make fun of my accent.
Boy, I thought you said jail.
No, I slur my words
Yeah, I seen the
sometimes.
shit live because I was skipping school. I
This nigga here, you skipping school?
I
You watching
I
live?
watching the Today Show with Matt Lauer.
Some bitch's house.
You
That
watch
freaky motherfucker. Nah,
Who, the bitch?
Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer.
Remember he had dildos in his desk.
Oh, I thought you talking
Anywho,
about the bitch house.
we
you was
wanna get to
talking about.
9/11, Brittany.
How did you feel when the plane hit the building? Well, you like, oh my God,
Candidly,
America, well, let's go and get them sand niggers right now. That's how you felt, huh? You ready to go for the gusto, weren't you? Sign me up for the goddamn Navy, Army, or whatever, goddamn. We got to go and get them.
you know how many
got
people
riled up, didn't you?
You know how many people quit their job and signed up for
Signed
the
up for the
military after
military.
9/11?
You silly motherfuckers.
That shit, they're crazy.
Wow.
They was like, we gotta get them back. We gotta go back, Murray. They bound the towers. But listen,
I feel the same way about the shit in New Zealand
so wait,
as I do about
what was
9/11. It's sad.
I'm gonna say my part,
All
and
right.
I want to know Brittany's. What was your raw emotion that you can remember? Because that was a long time ago for us, or whatever.
I was old enough.
Y'all
Yeah,
older.
I was old. I was in high school.
I was in high school.
We was all in high school. What was your raw emotion? Shut your young ass up, Marcus. What was your raw emotion that you felt, bro?
That I felt, damn, that's fucked up. Boy, this shit about to change. I don't know how, but hey, boy, this shit about to get crazy. That's what I was thinking.
That's a good one, Brittany. What you thought?
So, do we have to do this math assignment today?
Oh, you was thinking about not doing
Yeah, you
work?
was in class. You
I was
was
in
in
class.
class, yeah.
Like, so, are we going to?
But you ain't. I'm talking about yo towards what was going on. How did you feel?
I'm kind of
Slim
like,
said,
hey,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm kinda like,
yeah.
hey, like,
Everybody
it's
out there in
fucked
Bro
up.
Nation,
To
comment,
be
let us
honest
know.
with you, because I didn't know nobody up there, I didn't know nothing. I was like, damn, it's fucked up. You know, a lot of people lost their lives and all the other good stuff. And I was just like, oh shit. And then I watched the replay of the planes over and over and over again. Like, shit, this really did happen. Even when like people forget about, they talk about the Twin Towers and people forgot that there was a plane that was headed towards the Pentagon too. Like all the other shit was like, shit, that's kind of fucked up, man. But like to sit up here and be like, I want to go rally and do something about it. I didn't have none of
Okay,
those
two
feelings.
things. Okay, before I say this, I'm different. Okay.
I'm different.
I'm
Yeah,
different,
I'm
yeah.
different.
Number-
Pull up to the scene with my silly
Number
oh,
two,
my bad.
or whatever. I don't believe in joining the military as a black man because I don't think I want to fight for white supremacy.
Absolutely.
However, there is one thing.
Unless it's a world war.
There is one thing that would make me join the military. If there was an attack on American soil, you best believe I'm going to defend my shit. Now, will I go join the real army? Probably not. But I might get on the Jacksonville, Florida National Guard. You ain't coming through my squad.
He said, raw emotion. And then I signed up to go kill. Look at him. What they got?
Yeah, they got
He
him.
lost his
That's
goddamn
my brother.
mind.
That's my brother,
We gotta
y'all.
go get
They
them
got
sand
that nigga.
niggers.
Gotta go
Them
get
sand
them
niggers done-
savages.
They done made it over to our soil.
Gerald calling me when we get home. Did you see what those sand niggers did? We gotta go get them right now.
We gotta go get them.
That being said, though, I really honestly just thought like, what the fuck is going on? Because a few of my teachers actually had kids up there or people
right.
working up there, and you know, white people extra. So even though like your daughter work in New York, in Brooklyn,
That was
or whatever,
an hour away.
an hour away or whatever, it's close enough that you feel like, oh my God, or whatever. And remember,
Could've
all the white
happened
people came.
after me.
All the white people came and picked their kids up.
Yeah, why you pick your kids up
Now,
from school in Duval County?
I do remember thinking like, "What's going on? Damn, I hope we not getting
And I
attacked."
think
Because
Bush
I was
was
thinking to
down
myself
here.
like, "Bitch." Because listen, I grew
You know,
up.
Bush was down
I
here at
was
the time. He was in Jacksonville.
I
when
grew
it
up
happened.
raised by an old ass lady. Okay, shout out to Annie, made me a man. I grew up raised by an old person. I'm thinking if we getting attacked right now, how the hell I'm supposed to defend the crib, right? Then I sat down and thought about it at lunch. It was like,
What?
I live in Jacksonville.
Right.
Boy, you lost your damn
Ain't
mind.
shit going on in
Right.
Jacksonville, right?
White people mouths was foaming.
But at the same time that I was saying ain't shit going on in Jacksonville, maybe 90% of my classmates was getting pulled out of school. By the time the bell rang, Ed White was ghost town.
It was like, what are you coming home for, y'all? Is a plane coming this way too?
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
Could the reason be because they don't know if there could be another attack somewhere else?
Well, yeah, that's what they was thinking. It could be attacked anywhere, for sure. That's what they were thinking. This Red Dawn. Like, it could be anything. Because nobody know what. At first, I remember when they first
I can
turned
see
on
the
the TV.
panic in New York.
Right.
But Ed White, y'all don't sit y'all ass down. Something.
Looking for an
I
excuse to
remember
get out
when
of
that
school.
first started on the TV, they was talking about the thing like it was a plane crash.
Right.
Not like it was like a terrorist attack. I literally had never heard the term terrorist
No, well, they talked about
before
it.
9/11.
They talked about it as a plane crash when the first one hit. When
Right.
The second
when
one
the
hit,
second one
It was
hit,
like, oh,
they
shit.
went into full out, oh shit.
yeah.
yeah.
There was a bomb go off. I heard bombs
Also,
ringing here.
in the defense of everybody who don't think that the panic was warranted in Jacksonville, there is a Navy base here that's a pretty strategic Navy base. So, and the president was
Was
in
he?
the city at the time. So I can understand how you could be
They're
thinking
always
they
coming
coming from
here
out, they
when
coming
shit
for him
happen,
too.
though.
I know. Why would you take them out the goddamn school?
Also,
though?
y'all heard me
Right.
last week that I feel like Trump is a Red Dawn spy. So if shit like that start happening right now, I'm grabbing Anna. We going to Canada because it's Red Dawn. We got to get out of here.
Well, y'all wildin'.
But that being said, we're emotionalists
Do you see? But
tied
not-
towards that
you-
shit.
you see-
So
We're
now
not
we're
to it.
emotionless towards the New Zealand thing.
Yeah,
because of
you
stuff
gotta
like
think
that.
about all these, but that not just 9/11, but everything that has happened that came after the fact. We've become numb to these tragedies.
But it's because in
And
the
we
white
sing prayers.
In Jacksonville, a very affluent white area of town that a lot of white people frequent is St. John's Town Center, right?
Yes.
When they had the shooting out in the town center, white people was freaking out.
Man.
They had to put a thing. I remember watching the morning news where a dude from the town center, like the guy who owns it, came out and was like, "We assure you it's safe out here,"
Right.
and yada yada yada, because white people were so freaked out because it was a shooting in their area, right?
Yeah.
The reason why niggas are numb to shit like this is because it's a shooting in my hood every day.
I want to say not from even that aspect, but just all the shit that's happened after the fact. All you had the bombing when they was running the damn race, and then you had the Sandy Hook, and you had Columbine. You had all this different shit that's happened since then and before then. We have become numb, not just as black people. I think as Americans, period.
Well, it's just white people only feel affected by shit when it affects them personally.
Their community, right.
It's just like with the opioid thing or whatever. Opioids is a big deal to them
They call
because
it a crisis.
they are. It is a crisis though. You say they call it a crisis, but it is. People fucked up over that shit. But it's a crisis, and they respect it as a crisis because it's personally affecting white people. But when it was the crack epidemic, because it wasn't their community, it wasn't a crisis.
They put it in our
It was an
community.
epidemic
They put
where
it-
they had to put niggas in jail
They
for
put
it.
it in our community. It was a
First of
reason
all,
they
they
extinguished
handled it
niggas.
the way it was.
There you go with that
like you
conspiracy
said- No,
shit.
that's not
No,
a
it's
conspiracy.
not a conspiracy.
That's
They
why I
put
hate
it
when
in
they
our
say that.
community.
It's a conspiracy that turned out to be true.
I know,
Extinguish
but it
niggas,
still
though.
was a
That's what they did.
conspiracy.
It was extinguished.
But this thing, when you say conspiracy, it devalues it as if it's just some bullshit. These crackers targeted nigga communities with drugs, and then had system to lock niggas up
War on
for
drugs.
the drugs
Right.
that they
Put in our
into
community.
the community.
What a great way to get
Oh,
rid
no.
of niggas.
That was one way. It was a way of extermination.
But these crackers trying to kill us, boy. I'm
They is.
I'm
Richard
with 5%ers.
Nixon, Richard Nixon was like, "How can I get rid of the hippies and the niggas?" This in a book. This is a quote. Richard Nixon's chief of staff wrote this. Okay, so he in a room with Richard Nixon, and they was like, "How we get rid of the hippies and the niggas?" And he was like, "What do hippies and niggas have in common? Drugs." So he started that lock niggas up for drugs shit, and that shit done worked ever since.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with y'all on that. So,
They put it in
but
our community.
again, it was an epidemic. We got to get rid of it.
Yang, Bernie, or Trump.
You know what?
I ain't fucking with nobody else.
Let me tell you, Beto just recently jumped in the race this week.
Beto.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, y'all, don't be fooled by that smile and that salt and pepper hair. That nigga is not Bill Nye. I know he looked real inviting like Bill Nye the
Did he
Science guy.
lose?
Yeah, he
When
lost.
did he
No, he
lose
lost
us?
the cruise, but he won his house seat.
When he loses, but he lost though. When he loses, just start saying, "I'm a Stacey Abrams."
Trump lost 3 times before he won.
Looking biscuit
Oh,
making looking bitch.
Wait a
Talking about
minute.
she wanna-
Oh, wait a minute.
She look like she work. She look like she work in
Abrams
churches.
for? What they got to do with the price of tea and
Did you just call Stacey Abrams Aunt Jemima
Mama, right.
looking biscuit bacon bitch?
She look like the lady on the Aunt Jemima
What
thing.
they got to do with anything? No. What they got to do with what she look like?
What?
Oh, shit.
I'm just telling you what she look like.
So you don't want to you ain't she throw out there in this issue?
But I mean, besides what she look like, she's unqualified to be talking about running for president or whatever.
Oh, you think
So
she's
was
qualified to
Trump,
be
but he
president?
got he ran.
But bigger point was she's
So
a
was Trump.
loser, just like Beto. When
Right.
you lose, you just say, "I'm going to run for president." No, don't run. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Yang, Bernie, or Trump.
Yang Gang 2020. I'm all on the Yang Gang. I will vote Bernie if Yang don't win the nomination and y'all nominate Bernie. I'll vote for Bernie. I ain't voting for none of them other niggas. I'm with Tank.
I ain't fucking with
Beto is grimy as fuck, yo. Beto, I was reading some shit about Beto. Beto knee deep in the fucking, like what Tank say, like in the pocket shit. They wanted Beto to deregulate some shit. He voted for it. Beto vote with the Republicans 63% of the time. Fuck
Sit your
Beto.
ass down.
I want a nigga who ain't even been in Congress. Yang Gang.
Yang yang.
Give me
Yang
Yang
yang.
Gang. Nigga, every time you say you want Andrew Yang, niggas be like, oh, you want that $1,000.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Wait.
I do.
Wait.
I like it.
Why? Yes, I do. Want that $1,000.
Not all, though.
But that's not all. He
Okay.
got a lot of other good points.
Yeah.
And one thing that Yang Gang is real good with Andrew Yang, he's all about that deregulation shit. We was talking about that earlier off the show, where he talking about breaking up this big conglomerate bullshit. Comcast can eat a whole dick because they are awful. They're 100% trash, and they got a conglomerate. And Yang Gang want to break up Facebook because Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same nigga. Break it up. Why should they own the 2 biggest social media sources in America?
But that's another argument.
You got to define what it is and all that. Right.
Right.
At
Yeah, I
some
know.
point, it turns from just being a private thing to it goes from being a privilege to a right for everybody to
Right.
have because of the platform that
Right.
it is. So
It's a,
you might
it's a
have
free
to break
speech.
that
Right.
shit
You
up.
got to break it up.
Right.
You got to break it. We got to break it up, Marty. We got to go back.
long as
I
I
still fucking with Bernie
As
too.
long
'Cause-
as I can use the shit to boost the podcast, shit, get our follows and views up so we can monetize it, shit, I'm good.
and I say y'all still fuck with Bernie because
Exactly.
Bernie want guns and he want freedom.
Bernie want to fuck bitches and get money.
You think Bernie want to fuck bitches? And get
Hell,
Bernie
he
ain't
wanna
fucking
fuck
bitches
bitches and
getting
get
money.
money.
You
He
you
used
out of
to fuck
control.
bitches and get money.
Bernie ain't never fucked.
Bernie,
I'm with Tank.
Bernie don't look like it did work.
Bernie, wait a minute.
Back
we
in
ain't
the
gonna say
day.
that about Uncle Bernie on here.
Okay, back in the day.
Don't work.
We gotta go back, Marty. My dick doesn't work. But
I don't like some of the shit Bernie be saying sometimes.
Like
He be
what?
pissing me the fuck off.
Well, like
man.
what?
He be dunking and dodging and shit around.
I bet you won't hit him, though.
Look, reparations. Look, I'm trying to do for the best for the American people. When I do this, I'm gonna pull them with us, and we're gonna stop talking in circles, motherfucker.
because when you say
I bet you won't hit him though.
when you
How about
take a white person, I don't care if they Democrat or Republican, a white American person that has descended and achieved white privilege from what was built off the backs of slavery, and you hit them with the word reparations, it's like pouring holy water on a demon. They be like, reparation. They can't handle it,
Bernie
bro.
go to talking in circles like a
I don't
motherfucker.
care if it's Bernie, Hillary, any white person that has privilege based on the fact that America was built on the backs of slaves and they have achieved on everything that slavery has been built. Reparations mean giving back for that. They can't handle it. Rapper. Bernie be like, look, I'm trying to, we got to go back, Marty. We got to go free the slaves. Because I bet white people would rather go back in time and free the slaves and have 400 years of freed slaves than just pay reparations.
Yeah.
It's somebody right now in the FBI working on a time machine so they can release us so they ain't got to hear that shit no more. They tired of hearing our shit. They're like, listen, Jones, I need you to work on this time machine. A time machine, boss? Yeah, because I'm tired of hearing these niggas shit.
Let's take them back where they came
I know
from.
we running over time, but I want
We ain't running over.
Oh,
We good.
Now, the 40 acres and the mule, what was that shit?
40 acres and the mule was supposed to be
Was it a law?
It wasn't a law.
It wasn't a law.
But it was presented as the reparations. It got passed
Yeah.
and signed, and then Congress was like, "Fuck y'all."
So this shit is still law. So somebody could pick this shit up and look into it.
No, they wrote it off. It eventually got overturned
Yeah.
and vetoed again afterwards or whatever. It initially got passed. That's just like what I said on the podcast. I don't know if that was last
I'll
week
take
or a
my
few
40
weeks
acres,
ago.
but I mean, I'll take the cash for the mule. I don't have to do
When
shit.
before Reconstruction, niggas was getting elected to Congress left and right. Right after the Civil War, we had like 4 or 5 black congressmen elected like that, and a black
I
senator.
don't know if I trust them niggas.
No, they
you
was
gotta
good.
do what you gotta do.
They
I
was
don't
good
know.
ex-slave niggas, and they got elected.
I don't know
but
too much
the
about it.
system was actually free, fair, and open back then.
My coon sense
and they
of
did
going
it.
off, though.
No, here's how you know they not cool, because they got elected for those first terms, right? And then
How y'all niggas get elected to this white system
But
back
wait,
then?
because
What y'all was doing?
Because the white people, after they freed the slaves, they didn't say, "Hey,
Well-
we got to set the system up to keep them like suppressed at first."
Where did they get elected at?
They got elected in America, South Carolina.
Well, in the South?
Because niggas was voting.
They gotta-
remember, niggas got the right to vote right away.
No. All them niggas, they was terrifying them niggas not to vote.
Okay, wait.
And they wasn't
That's
voting
why
like
I just
that.
said you talking post
What
Reconstruction.
we talking about? When? What
This
year
is
we
why.
talking
That's
about?
why I just had said earlier. Niggas got to study the history.
Gotta do their history.
Right after the Civil War.
Yes.
The rules that applied to white people applied white
I
men.
know, but that shit didn't happen
Wait,
like that.
wait,
I know.
wait.
I already know what you're talking
It
about. but
applied
school-
to-
Can he make
school
his
the
point?
nation. Go
He's
ahead.
It
right.
on.
applied to black men.
Yes, of course.
So niggas lined up by the numbers to vote, and they voted for niggas.
Right.
not how
And
that
you
shit
got
works.
you got congressmen and senators
They was like,
elected.
wait- they was like, wait a minute.
Then when they when the
crackers
niggas
did not
knocked
let
on the,
niggas line up to
listen
go
to
vote
what,
whoever
yes,
they
they
wanted to
did.
vote in.
Because
You
at
got
the,
your goddamn mind.
listen, at the time,
What
the
crazy.
union, it's just like in Afghanistan right now and in Iraq and shit like that, right? We went in there with our armies. We fucked up shit, right? And then we set up a government, right? Once we set up the government, we kept our armies there to enforce the rules of the government that was set up. So that shit went off the way it's supposed to be. Well, that's how it was. They went in there, they fucked up the southern shit. Then they left the Union soldiers there to enforce the rules. Then they had a compromise after niggas started getting elected, and the crackers from up north was like, I don't want to see them niggas here either. Then that's when Reconstruction started, and that's when all the shit you saying, which is true, that's when all that shit started.
It was
Because they
how- it
pulled the
started before that
soldiers.
shit. It started all them niggas that got placed in the
We'll talk
Congress,
about it after the
got
pod and look
placed-
it up.
got
Because I'm
placed there.
telling
You gotta
you,
look
bro.
into it.
Whatever.
You got what you say,
Oh,
Brandon?
you
gotta look into
Boy,
it.
Brandon learning, boy. You gotta look into it, boy.
gotta look into
You
it.
gotta look into it, boy. And we went to the moon. D tank, you bitches.
It was a trampoline, bitches. It was a trampoline.
Yeah, D said it was trampoline.
It looked like a trampoline.
It
to
looked like
me.
a trampoline.
But you have to
With a
understand,
backdrop. You gotta look into
they
it.
had to beat the Russians. And when, anywho, Bro Listen Podcast, episode number 50.
50.
2 weeks away from 52. For all the niggas that don't know math, arithmetic, and how the solar system works, 52 weeks is one revolution around the sun. So we call that on Earth a year.
Yeah, 1 year.
I don't know what you flat Earth niggas call that. What a flat Earth nigga call a year? I bet they call it a year, but it's something else. But that'll be a year. So we're going to have a big show for that one.
Big show.
We're just going to talk about whatever. It's going to be free and open. I'm going to set up the mics in the gantry.
Yes.
I'm going to let niggas from the gantry talk.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Comfortable ass
let
suits.
Squinchy E get on her African Bombada shit. I'm gonna let Stephanie get on her R. Kelly victim shit.
I might bring Gary so you
I'm
can have a hotel.
gonna let
niggas.
Marcus talk about masculinity and interracial relationships. I'm gonna let D talk about dating trannies. It's gonna be lit.
Lit.
I'm
I'm gonna see if Gary want to come and be your hotel. How
The
about that?
only rule we have for episode number 52, the year anniversary show of Bruh Listen. Everybody come back. We're going to get Matt on here, Bree on here. The only thing that we are not going to have is Tim, if you're still listening, or if you on the Facebook
Cool,
Live,
over.
you can't be on the show. He damn show still blocked on the thread. You a violating ass nigga, and you can't be on the show. So Tim, even though everybody going to be on the show, your ass can stand in the kitchen and watch. We're going to put you a seat at the kids' table.
Upstairs.
Yeah, we'll let you record on the yike bite. You got life fucked up. You think you about to be on my show, Tim? You bitch, you.
We let that nigga say one thing one time, and it was the dumbest
Now
shit.
listen, okay? Now y'all already know. If you listen to the show out there, shout out to Germany, UK, Northern Ireland, Australia, everywhere. Japan. Oh, we in Japan now, niggas.
What?
I don't know who the Japanese motherfuckers listening because Tank done said fuck y'all like 17
No, I
times.
fought with that. I like the Japanese.
I hope they ain't go back. You gotta look into it.
Gotta look into it.
No,
Because Tank be saying
gotta
something.
look into it.
I fought with the Jabs because the Jabs gangster. They gangster their way through.
Well, we
shit.
appreciate
I
you,
fought with 'em.
Yakuza gangsters. Listen, it's probably military niggas. I'm just saying.
yeah.
But we appreciate y'all.
I mean, we can fuck all they bitches because look at them.
Fucking bitches getting money. They
Very strong tiger penis. Listen, but all you Jap niggas or whatever, I just said all you Jap niggas or whatever.
He just said it 3
Shout
times.
out.
I think Jap is a slur, nigga.
It
You're not
is.
supposed to say fucking
But
Jap.
it gone.
You
That's
said
all right.
three
We
times.
got,
Telling him,
we
not
got your
telling you.
sub, nigga.
2 Japanese
What you
people
gonna
have now
unsubscribe?
unsubscribed.
You gonna unsubscribe?
They have
Oh,
now
shit.
unsubscribed,
Now we
okay?
only got 2,100 listeners. I don't give a fuck. Listen, but shout out Japan everywhere or whatever. But Tank right. We ain't let Tim say shit. If you listen, you know we ain't let Tim say shit for months. Tim say, can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead on, Tim.
Go ahead on, Tim. If Kaepernick was any good, he wouldn't be out the league. God
Damn
damn
it.
Tim.
And your car got revoked.
The one time.
The one time.
You couldn't come through that one. Tim, you are the biggest coon. Goodbye. Y'all can check us out anywhere you find your podcast provider. Bro, Listen Podcast, episode number 50. We do final thoughts here, and then we do Black Heroes. But before we get to final thoughts and Black Heroes, I want to say that everybody out there that live in Jacksonville that's about that action and you want to do protests and stuff like that, take them down. Jacksonville going to be with Take Them Down America at Confederate Park next Saturday, which I don't know. What's the date? Somebody look up what date that is for me, please. Next Saturday from the 16th, which
What
is
is
today.
it? What the fuck is that?
They're going to be protesting to take down all the Confederate statues. So if you want to be a part of that, it's at 3 o'clock. You don't want to take down the Confederate
I'll
statues?
go talk to them niggas, and if we gonna go and do it, then let's go do it. Is that
Well, take
against
them
the law?
down.
Can I say this shit on camera?
but it's
Fuck
against
that
it's
shit.
against the law to pull it down.
Okay.
Technically, it's a state
And?
or a federal thing. You have to
Okay.
get permission to take it down.
Yeah, I know it.
into it.
All
That's
that-
vandalism of federal property.
Okay.
Listen, fuck what Tank talking about. Y'all do it the right way. Get your posters and your flyers.
Hey, man.
Go down to Confederate Park.
I ain't
You
getting
never
no-
know what might come from it. If y'all get a couple thousand people there and y'all pull it down, what they gonna do to you?
Nothing.
They ain't gonna arrest all
They'll take
y'all.
it down
All
when they
y'all.
want to take it down.
But
like
the
that.
only way y'all gonna do it is if all y'all have to go. But I just want to let everybody know because we about that action.
Y'all
here.
holler at Bro Nation.
Yeah, Bro Nation.
And Tank and Cedric and Anthony will go and take them down our damn self. Ain't that right?
Give me
Cuz?
a rope and a truck.
Wow.
Brittany, you
Scott,
down?
let me hold your truck, bro.
No.
All we need is a mask, my
You
nigga.
not down?
Down go do what?
Take down the Confederate statues.
There got to be enough of us though. What
I
they
don't
gonna
know
do
what
to a
half
whole
of
group?
mine have.
Everybody here down? Y'all want to go take down Confederate statues?
I got a child. I got to go to work.
This nigga.
What would they do?
That's why we can't do it.
Yeah.
Kendra shaking her head no.
If it's-
Stephanie saying she got a nail appointment.
If it's 60
Erica
niggas,
looking at her socks.
what they gonna do?
What we doing
60,
again?
50,
Where
50 niggas go out there with a rope and yank that bitch
And
down.
yank that bitch down. What they gonna do?
where is Confederate Park?
It don't matter where it's at, Brittany. You answer the wrong shit.
It's not on the beaten path where I go.
God
Remember I
damn.
told y'all niggas.
Where's these Confederate statues at? I've never seen them. It's not where I.
Me neither, but that's
Exactly,
besides
it's
the
not where I
point.
go.
The park named Confederate Park.
I don't know where that shit is. I probably don't
You
go
see
over
the
there.
Hemming Plaza statue.
I don't go over there either.
You ain't never been to Hemming Plaza?
I've been there once.
The statue in the middle is
The
a
one with the
Confederate
mouth?
No, the statue in the middle is
Oh,
a
see, I ain't
Confederate
seen- I ain't
memorial,
been to that shit.
and Hemming is a Confederate
I drive
general.
past that probably.
It's a school that was named after the founder of the KKK.
So then once we pull these shits down, then what we doing?
we taking it down. It's down. We go home.
Yeah, we go home.
Confederate Park right down the street from Chan's. We can go get some fried rice.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
that's
with
the part down
Brittany.
the
I
street
mean,
from
it's
Friends?
really just pointless to do it, but I just want to make the white folks
Right, I'm
mad.
just trying to
Yeah,
figure
why
out-
we give a fuck if they statue stay up or down?
I'm gonna
Take it
piss- I'm
down.
gonna piss off white people.
Oh, we pissing on white
Stephanie
people?
said she-
Okay, well fine. We
Take-
pissing on white people.
take-
Good.
we got 3. Stephanie say she like Chan's. She like that fried rice.
Okay.
We might go to
We gotta
jail.
get enough of us.
See,
Can
I'm
you eat?
too cute. I'm too cute to go to jail though.
That's
the
why.
thing.
That's why. That's
They
why.
gonna take my. They gonna take my booty though.
Now we got to keep.
They
Now
gonna
we're
take
gonna
my
wrap this
booty, though.
goddamn show up. But we see.
That's right. I'm too cute to go
We
to
gotta kill
jail.
y'all first.
Wait a minute. We got to get this
I
under
work for
control.
a bank. You know what I'm saying? I work for a bank.
The fuck you talking? Okay,
I work for. I got to take care of my child. I'm a single parent.
what's the movie called?
Which one?
Isn't a way we could, the power in the pen that don't work no
What's the
more?
movie called? V for Vendetta.
Yeah, V for Vendetta.
We ain't gonna go throw paint at it, D. The movie V for Vendetta, right?
Right.
The only way that shit worked is when everybody came together, right?
Right.
We doomed.
Dude.
We doomed.
That's
not
why.
doomed,
That's
but
why I said
is
fuck
it-
bitches get money.
Right. Is there any other options we have? You know what I'm saying?
Pulling the statue down is the option. Everybody shut the hell up. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, I'm about paying a baser to do it, though. I'm about paying a baser to do it. Yeah. If you want the statue down, we got to
Everybody
do
out there, bro
bro,
nation.
I want
This
the statue down.
why we ain't never going. Y'all talking about the American dream and all that? Freedom gone.
I'm just saying.
What they say?
Fuck bitches get
It's
money.
getting, but
Yeah.
it's getting pulled
This why
down.
me and
regardless, right?
Tank. This why me and now if y'all want to go out there, dead ass though. If y'all want to go with Take Them Down Jackson, go out there and protest.
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna be out there.
That's what they're gonna be out there 3:00 next Saturday. From this Saturday, they're gonna be out there. Y'all go
that
protest
an
or
excuse
whatever.
to be late to
but
podcast?
this is why me and Tank. This why me and Tank gonna be fucking bitches and getting money.
Hey, fuck
'Cause
bitches.
y'all niggas, we can't even get together. These niggas literally come over here to hear the pro black podcast. This nigga is a part of it, and they like, I work at a bank. That's a good job. How I can't spend.
I didn't say it was a
I
good
can't spend
job.
12 hours in jail for
I
vandalizing
didn't
the
say it was a
state
good
property
job, but I mean,
statue.
I got stuff to do.
You trying to fuck my shit up, boy?
I got to pay for my bills.
Boy,
Close that door.
I don't even know what the. Anywho,
Mark is the only one that be leaving the door, man.
Yes, why you keep
D wanna throw paint at it. That's at least D talking about doing
right, D.
something. We'll
All
give you
right.
that.
I mean, defacing, that's fine.
Bro, listen. Bro, listen, podcast
I'm
episode number
gross.
50
They got to prove that I did it.
in the books. Tank. Before we get back into the statue shit. Final
Final
thoughts.
thoughts. My final thoughts is when we talking about the school shit and the system and what I mean, niggas get mad at it, but it is what it is because ain't nobody gonna change the damn system. The system need a radical change. It ain't gonna happen, and if it do change, it ain't gonna be in my damn lifetime. So
True.
fuck bitches get money.
Fuck bitches get money.
Brittany, final thought.
Try not to catch nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm just on that fuck bitches getting money thing today. Fuck niggas getting money. Final thoughts. Actually, y'all follow Bro Listen Podcast. Follow us on all social media sites.
Hey,
You know, we are starting to pop. We starting to get popping on Instagram, getting them followers up. We also getting popping up on Twitter, getting those followers up. So y'all share, like, subscribe, YouTube, or any of y'all podcast providers. We trying to be out there, have good conversations. No conversations are off limits. And other than that, I'm about action, but I got to go to work. I got to support my child. I'm a single mother from the north side.
My final thoughts is if you ain't about that life, get out that life.
I was never in the life though.
If you ain't about that life, get out that life.
Too cute to go
I
to
don't
jail.
want no more niggas in my woke train
They gonna take my boo
that
boo.
ain't woke.
They don't take my
Because
boo.
when the
Yeah,
Dementors
comfortable.
come, okay, this is a Harry Potter reference. Shout out to everybody like Harry Potter.
Never seen that.
When the
never seen that show.
Dementors come, I need to know you ready to throw that wine. I can't have you being like, well, you know, the Death Eaters, woo, I got a good job at the fucking Magic Council. I can't be fucking it up. That nigga is in charge.
He gonna be working in a sweatshop.
They don't know what I'm talking about?
Making bracelets for
if
Mary
you're
Kay.
about that life, get out that life. Because I can't have niggas, when it's time to fight, be like, I can't fight today and get the referral. Can we fight this nigga tomorrow? No, we need to fight this nigga right now in the lunchroom, bro. They know what I'm talking about now, Squinchy? Because that make more sense, right? If we say we gonna jump that nigga Jamal tomorrow, bro, because what he did to Tim and them, that was fucked up. And we be like, yeah. And then when it's time to jump Jamal, and you like, I can't get a referral again, bro. I can't fuck with y'all niggas, man.
I might fuck around get a spell,
Bro, I can't get a referral, bro. I had C's last week. My daddy don't play that. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man.
Fuck you niggas.
The Confederacy is a treasonous organization against America. Okay? It also enslaved your people. Rip them statues down. Fuck they statues.
Piss on 'em.
Piss on them statues. Matter of
I
fact,
could
if
piss
we
on
go down there and they say they tie that bitch with a rope and pull it down, I'll piss on it on the internet. I don't give a fuck.
You about that life?
What? Okay, so my arrest record said that I vandalized a statue that's about bigotry and treason. I'm about that life. Anywho,
At least that.
Yeah. I don't. What y'all gonna do for y'all people? Anywho, we'll go another 30 minutes. Anywho, shut your ass up, D. Shout out to the gantry. We appreciate all you non-conformist niggas. Yeah, we gonna throw paint at it. We don't need a paintball gun. I'm going to Sherman Williams, and I'm gonna get red, black, and green, and we gonna pull that shit right over the top.
RBG squad.
You ain't gonna be there.
No, I'm gonna be.
You said you got a job at the bank.
I'm in the car.
Would you at least steal us the money so we could buy the paint?
See what I deal with. I deal
going
with
too far.
right. I deal with mortgages and default, like niggas that we
Shit,
talk
like
to
I deal with
are in
mortgage.
collections. Hold on,
Well, default they mortgage on the par, so they can take
they
that shit
already in
down.
collections, nigga. They already in default.
Anywho, Tank,
Yo,
what's your Black History figure for this week? As you tap on the thing to get time to think about it. Y'all niggas got on me for the first 3 weeks of this shit. Cloud me talking about I forgot. And y'all ain't remember for the last month.
No, I always have somebody.
I always got somebody.
Okay, go ahead, go.
Luther Campbell, the great.
The great Luther Campbell.
The great Luther
I feel like when
Campbell.
we do this, you could just say a nigga name.
No,
And it's gonna be when you look it up, you could be like, man, shit, David Jenkins. You know what that nigga did?
well,
The great David Jenkins, my nigga, shout out.
Well, the
nigga
great-
go look it up like, oh shit, that nigga has been in
the
sticker.
great Uncle Luke of the 2 Live crew. The reason why niggas could say shit on regular now because he took it to the goddamn.
That's actually
Supreme
pretty
Court.
good because he went to the Supreme Court for the
Freedom of
parental
speech,
advisory
and not
thing.
just for rap. A whole
Shout out
bunch of
Luther
shit.
Campbell.
Motherfucking Luther Campbell.
I want to say it might be
Shake
Kendra's
what
favorite
your
rapper
mama gave you.
of
It
all
is.
time, Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke.
Say what your mama gave you. Hey. Kendra getting ready to twerk right now.
Don't stop, pop that pussy. Let me see you do the
hey.
round.
I want to rap. We playing that. We playing that at the Confederate Monument protest. Hey, just so everybody that like that part, we playing it at the take them down thing.
There you go.
And we gonna pop that pussy right on top of that statue. Brittany, what's your Confederate figure before you go to work at the thing?
He's such an asshole. I got a few swirling around in my head, but I'm gonna bring on one that y'all talked. Well, that the
As long as you
hotel,
don't say Gail Kim, I'm good.
the hotel nigga brought up last week. Mansa Musa. I don't think a lot of people.
motherfucking
I don't think a lot of
Musa.
people know about that. Know about. Don't you asked for my figure.
I ain't gonna talk shit
No,
about
I gave you a
Mansa
figure. I ain't got nothing to talk. I just wonder if I should allow hotel antics on this show. We need a
But
hotel
I was
co-host.
also I was also thinking about Allen Iverson too.
We need to get a hotel to come appear on the show and be like, let me
I'ma
tell you
see
something,
what-
my
I'ma see
brothers
what-
and sisters about the Egyptian kings and the Ankh
Gary is not a hotel, but I can see what he
and the powers that come from your knees that you get on to pray to Ra. Do you know what Ra mean, nigga? You hotel niggas trash. Y'all the garbage of the garbage,
You
bro.
out your mind. Them the niggas that's gonna ride.
They is gonna ride now. I'm just talking about
extremists like
your belief
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
They kind of radical now. You need some radicals.
I ain't worried about that. They are radical, but my thing is your belief system is crazy. Hotel shit. What you gotta look into
Gotta
it,
look
dog.
into it though.
Because when you look into that
Gotta
shit,
look into it.
Hey, all right. So y'all kind of fucked up who I wanted it to be because I feel like the person I was gonna use is not significant enough because of the Confederate thing that we was talking about just now. I want to switch it up, but since I ain't got time to research it, I'm not gonna switch it up.
But spit it out or swallow it, boy. What is
I don't know if I want to spit it out or not.
That's what she said.
No, I'm just playing.
bro, listen.
That's what
I'm
she
just playing.
said.
Episode number 50.
I hate when this nigga take up the show. Every time he take over the show, he fuck it up. You can't be in charge of the direction of the show at all, boy. You like
That's why I don't.
you okay. Now this is gonna be a polarizing figure, but I want you to look them up just so you can know.
Figures always got to have an
You
introduction.
say one of these old coon ass niggas that was
Actually,
judges back then.
no. I just want you to look them up so you can know about African politics. Idi Amin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna go.
Yeah,
slow
look it
that
up.
direction.
Look up the good and the bad.
Okay.
Or whatever, and look up Idi Amin and what he meant to African politics back in the
Them
day.
French motherfucker were bowing down and
I ain't say it's a lot of good or bad. I just telling niggas look it up. Go
if
read
you
about
listen
it.
to white people, it's all bad.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you gotta look into it,
Gotta
bro,
look into it.
or whatever. Oh man, they'll say that about Gaddafi too, wouldn't they?
Muammar.
But niggas love Gaddafi. I know you Hotep niggas right now like, yeah, Idi Amin, you back on my side, nigga. I see you Hotep niggas at Confederate Park. Huh? I can bring Krispy Kremes for anybody that show up, but you got to pull the statue.
You can't do donut shop?
I'm sick of Brittany. Shit, this might be her last show, y'all. Like, for real. For real. She got too much time in at the bank. Brotherless Podcast, episode number 50. I'll see y'all niggas at the statue. But until then, as always, all power to the people. Peace.